Hello all, Shadwell here, ready to talk about the next film in my collection, Tahkhana from 1986. It's the fourth film in the Bollywood horror collection, is directed by Shyam and Tulsi Ramsey, and stars Hemant Berger and Kamran Rizvi. Well, it's turning out that all these films in this Bollywood horror collection are mostly directed by Shyam and Tulsi Ramsey. In fact, I just looked up the next two films in the collection, and so other than Atma at the beginning, all the films in this collection were directed by them. I am very happy to report that we have jumped up in quality from the depths that were Purana Haveli. Not too terribly much, but enough to be a letter grade or two. But you'll have to stick around for the end of the review to find that out. Tahkhana is about a group of friends trying to find treasure in a dungeon, aided by the map split into two lockets given to two sisters who were separated at birth. However, unbeknownst to everyone, there is an evil monster corpse thing that waits in the dungeon, and apparently has nothing keeping it in the dungeon and could at any time spill out into the village nearby and kill villagers for kicks. But it's a well-behaved monster, I guess, and stays in the dungeon until the end of the movie. It also seemingly has telekinetic powers at one point, when apparently it uses its mind to roll very fake-looking boulders at the muscle boy one night in a scene. But that's the only time it uses its powers. Spoiler alert, one of the sisters doesn't make it very far into the film, but that's apparently okay as everyone glosses right over it and goes to the dungeon to find the hidden treasure, which, upon retrospect once found, was not very well hidden. I guess that's why the monster was there, to make things complicated enough. Although, in the end, after the monster is killed by the nearby village, there is no scene of the friends that survive taking the treasure, so as far as the movie is concerned, the treasure could still be there in the dungeon for anyone to come along and casually find. This movie isn't bad, that is until the end, when the village with torches go to kill the monster in the dungeon. They end up brute forcing the whole thing when the answer is right in everybody's hands, literally. The fucking torches. I kept screaming at the television, "Use the goddamn fire on the otherwise impenetrable monster, you fucking idiots!" But absolutely no one tried using their torches on the creature. Instead, they get very complicated with the way that they do kill it, which is fairly anticlimactic. But it's better than the last film, and so I'm giving Tahkhana a C- because it's not great, but it gets the job done. Tomorrow we move on to the fifth film in the Bollywood horror collection, Virana. See y'all then.